Hello, my farming community or my community of farmers. So, right now, I want us to talk about manure and especially organic manure. So, this is my fence. Is it my namani yetu? Both apply. So, this is something that we call tithonia. You see this? This is a plant that every one of you should have in your gardens if you want to reduce the cost of manure in your farming career. Yes. So what we do with this tithonia, let me give you, okay, that side has sunlight. We come closer here. I don't know what's happening to this one. Oh, there's a mole down there, aka huko. Anyway, so this is this tithonia is a reliable source of manure. It has a lot of nitrogen, and one thing with kenyeji vegetables, they require a lot of nitrogen for them to thrive. So for you to maintain a good amount of manure or the nutrients in your farm, you need a lot of this. You need a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of nitrogen in your soil. So this is one plant that will give you that for free. And you see, the way we propagate it, we use it as a fence. It will be solving two problems for you. You will use it as the fence, and then you will use it as the manure. So you see, for example, this that we have already cut here, it produces this type of a flower. So you see, for example, these ones that we have already cut like this, we will put them in a compost and add water, and then we will be turning for like a month, and then after a month it will be good manure for use in the garden. You can use it in that way. That's one strategy to turn this tithonia into manure. Number two, the way you see we usually have weeds in the garden, you can also use it in that manner. So what you will do in this case, you will just cut it the way I have done here. You cut it, but instead of leaving it now here exposed or on your fence or in your trellises or something, you now put it in the garden and you just allow it to decompose from there. That is the easiest way, but it will take longer than if you increased the decomposition process or if you fastened the decomposition process by composting. So you can just leave the leaves on your garden and just allow them to decompose on their own. They will still provide the nutrients you're looking for. At the end of the day, it will just take a lot longer than if you did it manually. So this is how you will solve the problem. Now you see, that's the tithonia fence, and then we will use it as the manure in our managu garden. There's also this one. You see this one? This one is called lantana camara. It's also a very nice crop or fence. We use it in the garden as a fence, and also to provide manure when we are doing the composting. And thirdly, I don't know whether you have experienced this in your garden, but sometimes you will transplant managu and then you will find they have been beaten, especially those first second weeks after they have already zimeshika kwa mchanga, and now they have started thriving. You will find 1 or 2, 3 or 4, depending on how many grab worms are in your garden. You will find they have been poked, beaten, and they are dying. Yani kanini kamekuja kakachuna hapa, like that. So the cutworm has eaten part of it, or even the whole of it, detaching the mother from the rootstock. So what you do in that case, you use this lantana camara. You will just come and burn this, the flowers, the leaves, the stems. You burn it, you burn the entire whatever, the like this one for example. Then after you burn it, you put that ash in the base of the plant, or the managu plant, whatever you are planting, whether it's managu, canzera, saga, whatever you are planting. When you put it there, you leave it like, okay, you will be putting it depending on how much you have. The more you have, the better. But if you do not have a lot, you can just put it. You see the way people do fertilizer, and they put at the base of the plant, the same thing. So when you put this after you transplant your managu, they are safe from the grabworms, and they will not be bitten or eaten by those cutworms, grabworms, whatever kind of worms that eat the managu or the vegetables once we transplant. This also applies for the people that are doing cabbages. So yeah, in case you're loving it here, please subscribe for more information. For now, that's what I wanted to share with you. Yes, so let me show you some managu that I have used this nini, what do we call it? Okay, it has been harvested severally, but can you see the difference between this managu, but then it's already harvested, and this managu? This has not even been harvested. So what happened here, I wanted to see the difference, or what would happen if I used the fertilizer from the Tithonia. Oh, another thing I didn't tell you about the Tithonia is that you can make organic foliar fertilizer with it. So instead of now using it to decompose in the compost bin or composting place, you can instead add it into water, allow it to decompose for at least 21 days, and boom, you have your organic fertilizer. So that is what I applied here. On this bed, I applied organic manure plus the fungicide, because these managu are affected by the diseases. I don't know if you have not seen my previous videos, you can go back and just watch and understand what I'm talking about. So when I applied the fungicides, I combined with the organic fertilizer from the Tithonia. Then I applied here. For this portion, you see how the managu are looking, zinakaa zimebit sana. So I didn't put the fertilizer. But look at these ones. Okay, they have already been harvested, but they still tell us what I want you to see. Look at that one. They are green and they are healthy. Let me show you the one that has not been harvested. Look at that. It's healthy and it's green. The only thing that is missing here is water, because y'all, it's January, hakuna mvua. We are having to water them manually, and I've been up and about in the farm. So that is one part that has really taken the manure quite well, and this is another part that is coming along good. Yeah. Do you see that? Given that I transplanted these seedlings when they were affected by fungicides, because of the heavy rains we received in October and November, I'm certain that manure has really worked well for this managu. And you can go on my Facebook page. You will see more photos about managu that I've been posting here, for you to get the more context of what I do here in the garden. But for now, this is what I am showing you. And yeah, I wanted to give you tips on how to reduce your manure and fertilizer and all those challenges, the cost that you're using. Just plant some Tithonia. By the way, I have some, what do we call them, plants. If you need some, I'll just sell to you at just a fair price. Yeah, at a fair price. Just call me on 0714 186 270 and we will talk business. Hi puppy, how are you? Unajua unaharibu managu. So see you in the next video as we see what else we can do with this what do we call them, farming practices, right? Yeah. But I will spray this yellow dada that we have here. I will repeat. I think I should repeat the fungicides and also repeat the nini, what do you call it, that manure, and then we shall see what will happen. So yeah, bye bye, see you in the next video.